Hello and Assalamualaikum to all Muslim. Now I and my partner will present about macroeconomics problem. My name is Siti Nur Hidayah binti Muhammad Hisham bin Faisal and my partner is Nur Aina Syuhada binti Zunaidi.
Kami akan terangkan tentang calculate the unemployment rate dengan explain the method to control the unemployment drop.
First, calculate the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate does not measure underemployment. Underemployment is a term used to describe those who take on part-time job below their capability but are seeking full-time employment. People with education and skills accept unskilled jobs rather than remain unemployed. For example, a graduate working as a salesperson in a supermarket. The formula is unemployment rate equal number of unemployed divide labor force multiply 100. Next, method to control the unemployment through monetary policy, which is open market operations, lowering the reserve requirement, lowering the discount rate, and lowering the interest rate. Open market operation is purchase of securities or short-term bonds. The central bank may buy short-term bonds and government securities and treasury bills from individuals as well as institutions. The purchase of securities can increase money supply and increase the purchasing power of individuals and firms. Lowering the reserve requirement. Reserve requirement refer to the amount of reserve commercial banks are required to keep in the central bank. During periods of unemployment, the central bank lowers this reserve requirement to increase the cash resources of commercial banks, thereby encouraging the bank to offer more loans to the public and businessmen. Lowering the discount rate. The discount rate is also known as the bank rate. A decline in the discount rate is followed by a decline in other interest rates, which leads to increased borrowing and increased investment by private businessmen. Then, lowering the interest rate. The central bank may persuade commercial banks to decrease their rates of interest on deposits from the public. This action from commercial banks will reduce the level of savings and increase the purchase of goods and services from the public. For example, a reduction of the interest rate on fixed deposits from 10% to 4% will result in consumers saving less and spending more.
Fiscal policy ada dua, decrease in tax dengan increase in government expenditure. Untuk decrease in tax, to control unemployment, the government reduce the general burden of taxations of the community. A reduction in excise duties, sales tax, service tax, and other types of tax will increase the consumption expenses of the people. A reduction in business and corporate tax will promote an increase in investment and thus employment will increase. Untuk increase in government expenditure, increase in government expenditure will directly affect aggregate demand. For example, an increase in the salary of civil servants creates more development projects which may reduce unemployment. Direct control policy ada tiga, training and technical education, development of new land, and job creation in various sectors of an economy. Untuk training and technical education, more training and education should be provided for individuals who have difficulties securing a job. When individuals upgrade their skills and increase their knowledge, they will be able to find job easily. For example, unemployed graduates are given free short courses to learn computer skills and language. For development of new land, developing new land can create more job opportunities, especially for people from rural areas. The development of new land is through government agencies such as FELDA, RISDA, and FELCRA. This can reduce unemployment and rural-urban migration. Untuk job creation in various sectors of an economy, more job opportunities can be created if there is diversification in an economy. If all sectors in an economy such as transportation, finance, insurance, service, tourism, manufacturing, construction, and others expand, it will create more jobs and thus reduce unemployment.